What does a peach tree look like? Peach trees always take me back to summers at my grandparents' house. They had a whole orchard out back, and the peach trees were among my favorites. The trees themselves are fairly small and squat, with long, slender leaves that have a delicate serrated edge. The bark is this lovely warm brown, a little rough to the touch. But the best part is the spring, when the whole tree explodes in vibrant pink blossoms. The air fills with the sweet, heady scent of peach, and the buzzing of bees is nearly deafening. Are peach trees self-pollinating? I learned all about peach tree pollination the hard way. My first year in my home, I planted a gorgeous peach tree, excited about the fresh fruit to come. Imagine my disappointment when only a handful of tiny peaches appeared. After some research, I discovered that while most peach trees are self-pollinating, they still benefit from having another peach tree nearby for cross-pollination. The next season, I planted another variety, and that year the branches were heavy with juicy, ripe peaches. When do peach trees bloom? I always know spring is finally here when the peach trees start to bloom. It seems like one day the branches are bare and twiggy, and the next they are covered in the most beautiful, delicate pink blossoms. The blooms don't last very long. It always seems too short, but their sweet and heady scent fills our entire yard. I love to take a book and just sit under the tree, enjoying the dappled sunlight and the sight of all the busy bees. Can cats eat peach? I was so excited to share a juicy, ripe peach with my cat, Whiskers. After all, I adore peaches, and they're so sweet and healthy. But Whiskers wasn't having any of it. He took one hesitant sniff, then backed away with a look of disgust. A quick bit of research taught me that while the flesh of a peach isn't toxic to cats, it's definitely not their thing. Their digestive systems simply aren't made for fruit, and it can upset their stomachs. So, it's back to just me enjoying the peaches. Can you eat a peach seed? I remember being fascinated by peach pits as a kid. They have this hard, rough outer shell, and I was always curious what was inside. One day, determined to find out, I managed to crack one open. What I discovered wasn't magical. The inside looked a bit like an almond. I was brave enough to taste a tiny bit, and it was incredibly bitter and unpleasant. Later, I learned something a bit alarming. Peach pits contain a compound that turns into cyanide in the body. Definitely not a snack I'll be trying again. How to make peach syrup. I absolutely love making peach syrup in the height of summer when peaches are perfectly ripe. The smell of simmering peaches fills my entire kitchen, promising sweet deliciousness. I start by peeling and chopping a few pounds of peaches, then toss them with sugar and a splash of lemon juice. Everything simmers until the peaches are soft and fragrant. Then I mash them a bit to release even more flavor. The last step is straining the syrup through a sieve for a silky smooth texture. I use my peach syrup in cocktails over ice cream, and just about anywhere I want a burst of summery sweetness. Is peach a citrus? I used to think peaches might be a type of citrus fruit. They're juicy like oranges and have that lovely tangy sweetness. But it turns out peaches belong to a completely different family. They're actually stone fruits, more closely related to plums and apricots. It was definitely a surprise for me. You can always tell a stone fruit because of the hard pit in the center, something you'll never find in those sunny citrus fruits. Can rabbits eat peach? I love feeding treats to my rabbit, Thumper, and it's always tempting to share my favorite fruits with him. When it comes to peaches, I've learned a bit of moderation is key. Rabbits can enjoy a small slice of peach as an occasional treat, but it's important to remove the pit and any leaves. Those can be toxic. Too much peach can upset their sensitive digestive systems because of the sugar content. It's better to stick to their usual healthy diet of leafy greens, hay, and pellets, but little bits of peach can make Thumper extra happy. Does peach tea have caffeine? Whether or not my peach tea has caffeine depends on what kind I'm drinking. I love a good herbal peach tea made from the leaves and bark of a peach tree. This kind is naturally caffeine-free and has a gentle, almost floral peach flavor. If I reach for a peach-flavored iced black tea, though, that's a different story. Black tea definitely has caffeine, so the peachy version will too. I enjoy both, but try to stick with the herbal kind before bed. Don't want anything keeping me up when I'm craving that sweet peachy relaxation. Is peach tea good for you? I absolutely love peach tea. Not only does it have a refreshing taste that I find incredibly soothing, but I've also heard that it offers some health benefits. Personally, I feel like it's a healthier alternative to sugary sodas or artificially flavored drinks. Plus, I find that drinking peach tea helps me stay hydrated throughout the day, especially during the warmer months when I'm craving something light and flavorful. While I'm not a health expert, I believe that incorporating peach tea into my diet as part of a balanced lifestyle can be a positive choice. Overall, I enjoy peach tea not just for its taste, but also for the potential wellness benefits it may offer.